things are going so great, though, then why is it the White House officials are trying to redefine recession?
No, we're not redefining recession.
If we all understand a recession to be 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth in a row, and then you have White House officials come up here to say, no, that's not what a recession is. It's something else. How is that not redefining recession?
Because that's not the definition. That is not the definition.
Right.
We have consumers that are also very much, investing and purchasing. That is incredibly important. We have 3.6 unemployment. You do not see that in a pre-recession, and you do not see that in a recession.
Of course, economists have a technical definition, which is of a recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth.
I can tell you this.
Yesterday he said 2 negative quarters of GDP growth is not the technical definition of a recession.
It is
What
not.
changed?
It is not.
Why did he say that
It
was?
is not. I can
What's the
I can
difference other
speak
than who the
to
president
I
is?
can speak to what he said yesterday in front of all of you, which is the last thing that you just repeated. There are many factors. There are many factors, economic factors and indicators to consider, and I will say that the textbook definition of recession is not 2 negative quarters of GDP. We have a strong labor market. We have business that's investing. We have consumers that are also very much, investing and purchasing. That is incredibly important. We have 3.6 unemployment. You do not see that in a pre-recession, and you do not see that in a recession. So the factors that we are seeing right now, the economic indicators, does not show that we're in a recession. And I'll read, since you gave me some quotes, I'll give you some as well. In 2009, the St. Louis Fed said, while the popular definition of recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative real gross domestic product GDP growth, the NBER, which we have mentioned many times in this room, does not strictly abide by this designation. Instead, the committee broadly defines a recession as a significant decline in economic activity spreading across the economy, lasting more than a few months. NBER has been around since 1920. I'm going to move on.
We continue to believe, our economists most importantly, that the United States economy will deal with challenges ahead from a position of strength because of the president's economic plan. It's important to remember we created more jobs last year than any other year in history. We obviously have a very low unemployment rate in the country, and we've seen wages go up in a number of areas. I would note that there was a Goldman Sachs, we may be referring to this, the Goldman Sachs analysis, and even in their analysis, they said, quote, we still do not see a recession as inevitable. However, particularly since the Fed's goal of cooling the economy while avoiding a recession will be helped by post-COVID normalizations in labor supply and durable goods prices. So our view is we're in a period of historic job growth, strong business investment, strong consumer and business balance sheets, and normalizing supply chains. Those are all good signs for the economy, but obviously we'll continue to monitor any concerns we have about where things are headed.